Good evening. Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you back to Payoff Pitch Baseball 1985. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. As we now once again continue our 85 historical replay. Today's date is May 24, and we are at the Mistake by the Lake, aka Cleveland Municipal Stadium, for tonight's game against the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Indians. The Blue Jays come into this game with a record of 22 wins and 16 losses. And at this time, the Blue Jays right now are pretty much right behind the New York Yankees right now, who lead that division only by a couple of games. The Cleveland Indians, of course, are in last place in the American League East at 13-24, so their season's pretty much already getting close to ending already, even though it's really, really early. But the way things are going in quick results, who knows if they're going to be able to catch back up. We continue our exciting action here. It will be Doyle Alexander taking on Keith Creel. Tonight's pitching matchup between the Jays and the Tribe. So hopefully we get back to business here. Toronto officially won this game 9-6. In this game, so we'll see if the Blue Jays recapture it. So without further ado, how about we get to the ball game? Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians in this game was Keith Creel. He was 2-5 with a 4.79 ERA. Only made about 8 starts for Creel. So it must maybe, and he was 26 years old. So maybe Creel was just getting a start here to help him out. The Indians already were pretty much falling behind at this time. Kevin Hayes joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Since you are first at the ballpark, sir, your job is very simple. Make sure everybody gets fed and make you get the food and drink for everyone. Top of the first inning, let's see how the Blue Jays get it off to start here. Leading off is the second baseman, Damaso Garcia. Creel is a right-hander. Garcia batted .299, 6 homers against the rights. And Turkey Day yesterday, not J Day, as Philip Reynolds now joins us at the Mistake by the Lake. Here we go. Top of the first. Let's get this game underway. Keith Creel starts with an in-play 79, and that will be a fly out to center field. Play is made by Brett Butler. That's out number 1. Next up for the Blue Jays, third baseman Rance Mulliniks. Batted .299 with about 10 homers against the righties in 85. Creel's pitch, that is again an in-play 0-2. That is going to be a double by Mulliniks as he smacks that one into left field. And it'll bounce off the wall, and Mulliniks will find himself on second base. Mulliniks on at second. Here is the center fielder Lloyd Mosby. Batted .260 with 11 homers against the rights. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving yesterday. Now we can get back to business. Mulliniks on at second, Creel with the pitch. And that is another in-play 25. That's going to be a base hit for Mosby. It is a long single into the gap to center field. Runner on first advances one base. It was none but Mulliniks. Runner on second advances one base with a choice. Mulliniks' run rating is a 6. That is a 9. He's going to hold at third base. Wasn't hit deep enough for Mulliniks to score, but the Blue Jays have something going on here in the first inning. Next up is the first baseman, Willie Upshaw, batted .276 with 10 homers against rights. Runners at first and third. The Indians will call the infield bat to try to turn 2. Pitch from Creel. Tough, 58. And what we got here, that's a ground ball to third. Upshaw's double play rating is a 5. Creel's is a 4. Not a chance. They're going to get 1. And Mosby is going to, and the throw is going to go to first to get Upshaw. Mosby will be safe at second since Mosby is out at second, and Upshaw is safe at first with 2 outs. But Mulliniks does come in to score, and the Blue Jays jump out to a 1-0 lead. 1-0 in favor of the Jays. As currently working on a 100-lap Daytona race offline. What are you playing? NASCAR Heat or NASCAR Heat, NASCAR Racing? Which one you using there? Because I also do racing. I thought the Papyrus NASCAR racing game was the best one ever. Made. Upshaw's on at first base, and who's up next? That would be this guy, left fielder George Bell. 2 outs now. Creel will pitch to Bell. And that is an in-play 07. That will be a double for George Bell. Bell smacks a double. That one will hit the center field. Upshaw, run rating of 8, has no problem scoring from first. Bell holds it second. And just like that, the Blue Jays now lead 2-0. Second double of the inning. And already Toronto getting out to a quick start. First baseman Len Matuzik will now bat for the Jays. Red, white, and blue racing. Oh, okay. I thought you were playing. I thought you were video game. My bad. I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was RWB from play. Bell on at second. 2 outs. Creel already gives up 2 quick runs here in the inning. Here's the pitch. That is a tough 09, and that will be a steer strikeout. And that will end the inning. 2 runs for the Blue Jays on 3 quick hits. We go to the bottom of the first. Pitching for the Blue Jays in this game will be Doyle Alexander. He was 17-10 with a 3.45 ERA. One of the Blue Jays' better pitchers that year. Getting up there in years too. He was 34 years old in 85. Let's see if the Tribe can get back in the game. Center fielder Brett Butler leads off. Alexander, a right-hander. Butler batted .302 against the rights. Alexander with the pitch. And we got a tough 73. Fly ball left field. Play is made easily by Bell, out number 1. Next up will be the shortstop, Julio Franco, batted .289 against rights. Alexander with the pitch. Patient 23, and that's going to be a walk. Franco trots down to first. Alexander averaged about 2.3 walks per 9. That's his first. Third baseman Brooke Jacoby comes up for the Indians. Franco will not be stealing or anything like that. 1 out. Alexander with the pitch. That's an in-play 95. Fly ball left field. Coming under that will be Bell once again. That is out number 2. Here's the designated hitter, Pat Tabler, batted .252 against rights in 85. Franco still on at first. Pitch from Alexander. That's a tough 25, and that will be a steer strikeout. And Tabler will head back to the field, and that will do it. Alexander averaged about 4.9 strikeouts per 9. And that is his first of the game. And at the end of 1, it is still 2-0 Blue Jays. No runs, no hits, and a walk. Top of the second for the guys north of the border. Here is the catcher, Ernie Witt, batted .252 with 17 homers against rights. Had power. Creel with the pitch. In play, 83. Ground out to second base. That'll be taken care of by Bernazard, out number 1. Next up is right fielder Jesse Barfield. I always felt Jesse Barfield was such an underrated Blue Jays player. I really thought he was a good player. 25 years old here. In 1985, he batted .277 with 18 homers against rights in 85. Jesse Barfield, I felt, was one of the better Blue Jay players in the history of that franchise. Pitch from Creel. Tough. 0-2. That will be a strikeout. And that is strikeout number 2 for Creel. He averaged 4.5 per 9. Shortstop Tony Fernandez will get a chance to take a swing. Here's Bears Den 007 joining us at the Mistake by the Lake. Creel's pitch. Patient 73 and ground ball to second base. That'll get taken care of by Bernazard. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Creel. Still 2-0 Blue Jays as we go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Next batter up is the first baseman, Mike Hargrove, the human rain delay, which means I got to do it rain delay style. So 5 and 8, that's going to be an in play. An in play 71. That's a fly out to center field, out number 1. That's how you do the human rain delay. Next up is right fielder George Vukovic, batted .255 against rights in 85. Alexander's pitch, tough, 29, struck him out. Vukovic will go back to the bench. And that is out number 2. That is strikeout number 2 for Alexander. Next up, a young Joe Carter, 25 years old. He was in left field for this game. Batted .268 against rights with 10 homers. Very young Joe Carter. 8 years later, he'll go ahead and hit the winning home run for the Blue Jay, for the team he's playing against tonight. And it's a tough 57. We got a ground out to third, taken care of by Mullenix. He throws to first for the out. Nothing doing for the Tribe, and they're still down 2-0 at the end of 2. Top of the third coming up, and the top of the batting order as well for the Bluebirds. Here's Damaso Garcia. Creel with the pitch. Patient 72. Ground out to second base. That'll get taken care of by Bernazard, out number 1. Mullenix will come up next. He hit a double his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Pitch from Creel. We got a tough 0-2. Struck him out. Mullenix will head back to the bench. And that is strikeout number 3 for Creel. 2 down. Here's Mosby. Mosby got a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Creel's pitch. And we got an in-play 83. That's a fly out to center field. And Butler getting under it. And he will put it away. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Creel. Still 2-0 Blue Jays as we go to the bottom half of inning number 3. Leading off for the Tribe, second baseman Tony Bernazard, batted .280 with 11 homers against rights. Alexander looking in, and now he'll make the pitch. And we got a ballpark 88, Cleveland Stadium. That will be an in-play. In-play 82 is a fly ball center field. And that will be taken care of by Mosby. That's out number 1. Cleveland Stadium, pretty neutral. Maybe a bit of a pitcher's park. 1-40 lefty, 1-46 righty for wheelhouse attempts. But kind of neutral, a bit of a pitcher's park. And of course, now that I've said that, we'll hit about 30 home runs today. Here's the catcher, Chris Bando. Bando batted 107. Didn't get many starts at catcher, but he got one here in this game. As Sports Time Machine says, ARJ, after this game was over, I'm going to clear Municipal Stadium and put football stuff out. I'm going to have Jets versus Browns week 2. Oh, okay. So you're going to change. So you're going to change this stuff. It usually takes a day or two to turn Cleveland, the mistake by the lake, from a baseball stadium to a football stadium. Utah, Mike. You know, it usually takes about a day. I guess it's going to be. I guess it's being done in warp speed, right? 1989. Oh, wow, 1989. So you're moving forward. You're going forward 4 more years. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, whatever warp speed works. Alexander's pitch. That's a tough 13. Bando struck him out. And that will be the 3rd strikeout for Alexander. Here's Butler. 0 for 1. Flew out his last time up. Pitch from Alexander. Ballpark 97. Definite in play. In play, 50 will be a pop out to the shortstop. As up the chute it goes. And Fernandez will wait for it. And he will put it away. And another 1-2-3 inning by Alexander. At the end of 3, Blue Jays still lead 2-0. You need a game for week 2 and you're playing at the same park, so heck, why not? Why not? Makes great sense there, Utah Mike. Always check out Sports Time Machine's channel if you haven't. He is a master of disaster. Let's see here. Where are we? Top of the 4th. Yes. Willie Upshaw will lead off for the Blue Jays in this inning. Upshaw grounded out into a fielder's choice. Creel, tough, 96. That's a fly out to right. Taking care of that will be Vukovic. And that is out number 1. Here comes George Bell. I don't know if George Bell belongs in the Hall of Fame. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. And again, one of the best Toronto players in the franchise history. Pitch from Creel. Tough. 0-5. Steal right out. Down goes Bell. And that is strikeout number 4 for Creel. He's actually calmed down a little bit since the first inning. Len Matuzek will get a chance here. He struck out last time up. Matuzek is the Toronto designated hitter. Albert belongs in for sure. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Creel's pitch. Tough. 0-6. Rock him out. Creel gets strikeout number 5 and a 1-2-3 inning for Keith. Since the first inning, Keith Creel has really settled down. Still 2-0 Blue Jays, though. The Blue Jays come into this game with a record of 22-16. Cleveland is 13-24. The Blue Jays are pretty much a half game behind the Yankees in the top of the American League East. And the Indians are, at this moment, in last place. And that is what an F, a rating of F in the quick results chart, does get you. Julio Franco leads off for the Tribe, but you never know. There's someone who could pull in a good size win. As I'm still running through every team so far, early part of the season. What do we got? Tough, 96, fly out left field. I'll be taken care of by Bell, out number 1. Brooke Jacoby will come up to bat now. Pitch to Jacoby. That's an in-play 91. Ground ball to short. Taken care of easily by Fernandez, who will throw to first for out number 2. And now Pat Tabler. He was the BH for the Indians in this game. And that's where they belong in 1985. As Tribe Fan 879 says, that's where they belong in 1985 with the Cleveland Indians. This is your team. How could you say that's where they belong in 1985? This is your team, Tribe Fan. Your Indians. And dead last in 1985. And yeah, that's where they would probably wind up being. Alexander's pitch. Tough. 55. We got a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Alexander will take care of it and throw to first. And another 1-2-3 inning go the Indians. 4 innings in the book, still 2-0 Jays. We go to the top of the fifth. Rapidly moving game so far. Ernie Witt leads off for the guys north of the border. Pitch from Creel. Tough, 59. Fly ball left field. That'll be put away by Carter, out number 1. Coming up next will be Jesse Barfield. Struck out his last time up. Tribe fan knows shit when he sees it. Creel's pitch. And that's a patient 84. What we got here, it's a fly ball to center field. Mosby will go ahead. No, that will be taken care of by Butler. That's out number 2. Next batter up will be Tony Fernandez. And the pitch. And we got it in play, in play 60. Ground ball to third base, taken care of easily by Jacoby, who will throw to first and get the final out. And the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning by Creel. We are halfway through this game. Blue Jays only lead 2-0. Like to remind you, more exciting baseball action. Game number 2 of our Inside Pitch 1985 one and gone tournament continues tomorrow. The Giants will meet the White Sox. It will be Mike Krukow taking on Tom Seaver. That is the matchup I have for the Giants and the White Sox tomorrow for Inside Pitch game number 2. And tomorrow night on Payoff Pitch, let's see what I got scheduled next. I believe I have tomorrow night on Payoff Pitch, I have the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Reds. And that is a good game. Both teams have winning records. That should be a very fun game to play tomorrow night. St. Louis at Cincinnati, probably after the college football games are done. So join us for that excitement. And, of course, 10-minute ticker coming up after this game. Bottom of the 5th. Enough talk. Let's play. Here's Mike Hargrove, human rain delay. And I'll do them the same way I did it before. Human rain delay, 6 plus 6. I'll tell you what, we'll keep that as a 6. That's a 12. Wheelhouse 91. Wheelhouse 91 by Doyle Alexander. Won't matter. Fly ball to right field. Taken care of easily by Barfield. Had all the room in the world. Out number 1. And that's how you do the human rain delay. Here is George Vukovich. Probably should have been as good in 1986 as they were, and definitely, yep, that's true, Tribe fan. Oh, you mean you have to come back tomorrow? Yes, you do, as the Cardinals play the Reds in a big game in the National League. Big early season contest. Both teams do have winning records. We'll see where they stand after tonight. Alexander's pitch, patient 41, and it's going to be a base hit by George Vukovich. It is a single into left field. Vukovich goes to first, and that is the first hit of the game for the Indians, as Alexander was pitching a no-hitter until Vukovich hit one. That is a base hit. Joe Carter will now come up to bat. Call this a rain delay and start red game. Nope, can't do that. Pitch from Alexander. That is an in-play 78. That's a fly out to center field. Mosby will make that catch. Out number 2. And then we will see Tony Bernazard. Runner at first. 2 outs now. Remember, Phil, you can always catch the replay. All my live games are all available. And we got it in play 94. That'll take care of the inning. A fly out to left. Bell will put it away. And all 3 outs are a fly out to right, a fly out to center, and a fly out to left, even though there was a base hit. 1 hit for the Indians, but that is all they get at the end of 5. Still 2-0 Blue Jays. After the schedule block, I will start removing lower placed teams, and we'll start keeping track of start playing games of teams that are in the playoff mix. This is the second time through this. This is the second time through the amount of teams, and this will be the last time all 26, or at least are scheduled. After that, I'll try to avoid the last place teams if possible, and keep track. You'll see how I do it. Top of the 6th inning, Creel's fatigue inning is the 6th. He's only given up 2 runs. They're going to keep him out there. Damaso Garcia leads off for the Blue Jays here in the top of the 6th. Creel with the pitch. Ballpark 82. That will be an in-play 98 fly ball left field. That will be taken care of by Carter. That's out number 1. Rance Mullenix will take a hack. He got a double in the first inning. He's 1 for 2. Creel's pitch. Patient 0-2. He will walk there. Mullenix trots down to first. Second time he's been on base. And that is only the first walk issued by Creel. He averaged 3.3 per 9. Now we'll see if the Blue Jays can take advantage of it. Lloyd Mosby will come up to bat now. He's 1 for 2. Mosby waits for the pitch. Here it comes. Tough 58. And that's a ground ball to third. Mosby's double play rating's a 7. Creel is a 4. That is a 3. They turn it. Third base to second base to first base. Double play. And the Indians get out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-0 Blue Jays. As the Blue Jays are not able to pull away any further. Leading off for the Tribe will be Chris Bando. Bando 0 for 1. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium would love to see the Indians get some runs there. But Alexander is pitching a beautiful game. And that is a tough 94 fly ball left field. Taken care of by Bell. First out. Here is Brett Butler. Butler is 0 for 2. Pitch coming tough, 65. And that's a ground ball to third, taken care of easily by Mullenix. He will throw to first for the second out. And now Julio Franco. Franco walked and flew out. Alexander's fatigue inning is the 7th, but he's pitching a shutout. Pitch coming, patient 15, and as soon as I just say that, Alexander walks Franco. So Franco trots on down to first. And that is the second walk issued by Doyle. And now maybe a chance for Brooke Jacoby to get the Indians on the board. 2 outs. Franco on at first. Jacoby at the plate. Alexander will deal. And it is a tough 96 fly ball left field. Bell will get to that one easily. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk. At the end of 2, Blue Jays still hold a 2-0 lead. We go to the top of the 7th. Creel is pitching an absolutely beautiful game, but I think maybe the time to go to the pen and bring in a better pitcher if possible. Let me see. Left, right, left. May bring in a lefty if there is a better lefty than what's on there. And the answer is yes. Creel's going to come out of the game, and Jamie Easterly will take over for the Indians now. 4-1, 3.92 ERA. He will pitch. And leading off for Toronto will be Upshaw. Upshaw is 0 for 2. Municipal Stadium was the first team to practice social distancing is when 10,000 showed up at an 80,000 ballpark. No, I don't know about that. Maybe, well, true, because Municipal Stadium's been around longer, but I remember when the Marlins were garbage, they had one game where they had a regular season game where only 279 people showed up. That's real social distancing. Jamie Easterly will pitch to Upshaw. Patient 61, and that's a ground ball to third, handled easily by Jacoby. That's out number 1. Here's George Bell. Pitch from Easterly. Ballpark 35, and that's going to be in Bell's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 81 is a single. Bell goes ahead and smacks that one into left field. The throw comes in, and the Blue Jays have a runner on base. And that is Bell's second hit of the game. He's 2 for 3. And that is the first hit for the Blue Jays since the first inning. Here's Len Matuzik. It is the 7th inning. Matuzik is the batter. Bats 200 against lefties. Either 7th inning or 3 at-bats. May see a pinch. Matuzik's at first base. Do I have another first baseman available for the Blue Jays? The answer, is no, I don't. Unless I want to move somebody. Matuzik's a DH. Okay, no, I can change him. So we're going to see a pinch hitter, I believe. Let's see what we want against the lefties. So it will be... Do I want to pinch hit? Yep. Len Matuzik's going to come out. And coming on to bat for the Blue Jays will be Garth Orge. He'll also take over at DH. Orge had 200 at-bats against left-handed pitching with a runner on first. The Blue Jays want to be a little bit honest here. So Bell on at first. Orge will bat. As we now can do pinch hitters. 7th inning, what did I start? At 6 to 9? No, 7 o'clock. Not 7:15. As CP Cards and Dice joins us as well. Salvador America as they join us at the Mistake by the Lake. Easterly's pitch. That is a tough 87. And it's a ground ball to short. Orge's double play ratings a 7. So is Easterly. That is a 7. It will be 2. Shortstop to second to first. Double play. Side retired. No runs and a hit for the Blue Jays. As right now, Indians pitching is not doing that bad a job, although they do trail. We're at the 7th inning stretch. Senior, take me out to the ball game. Blue Jays lead 2-0. Be right back. Again, like to remind you of what's coming up tomorrow, and I know CP Cards and Dice will definitely be interested. Inside pitch, 1985, one and gone, game number 2. It will be the San Francisco Giants taking on the Chicago White Sox. And yes, Tom Seaver will be pitching for the White Sox. He'll go up against Mike Krukow of the Giants. That's actually not a bad pitching matchup. Krukow versus Seaver tomorrow. And that is on Inside Pitch for game 2 of my 85 one and gone as that tournament now begins. And tomorrow night, of course, the St. Louis Cardinals take on the Cincinnati Reds in Payoff Pitch 1985. So I know CP Cards and Dice will not want to miss Seaver pitch. Even though it is in a White Sox uniform, I know he would like to see that. Bottom of the 7th inning, and Pat Tabler will bat for the Indians against Alexander. And this could be Alexander's last inning as well. Blue Jays might turn it over to the pen. Pitch from Alexander. That is a defense check, 23. That's our first defense check of the game. Range check to first base. The ball is hit to Upshaw. His range is an A, but with a 23, not even a chance for him. The ball is going to get by him, and that will be a base hit. It will be a single for Pat Tabler as he gets it past Upshaw. And that is a base hit. Indians start with a runner on. And that will bring up the human rain delay, Mike Hargrove. And we're going to see a pitching change for the Blue Jays as Alexander coming out, even though he's pitching a shutout. But the Blue Jays are going to go ahead and bring in some relief. And coming on to pitch will be lefty Gary Lavelle, 5-7, 3.10 ERA. He'll pitch to a couple of lefties here. So Tabler on at first, Mike Hargrove, the batter. Human rain delay. So let's see how it works. Human rain delay, 5, 4. So that's a patient. 40. I'm going to say it was a 4. It was a 4. 45. A patient 45, and that will be a walk. So Mike Hargrove draws the big walk. And all of a sudden, the Indians are in business. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And now a chance for George Vukovic. On the 7th inning, Indians fans suddenly getting excited. Tabler on it, second, Hargrove on it first. Here's the pitch to Vukovic. That's a tough 0-4. Strikeout. Vukovic goes down. One man out. That's a second strikeout for Vukovic as he goes down twice at the plate. A chance now for Joe Carter. Carter 0 for 2. Church will get you to heaven. Indians will get you a headache. All the days when 76 and 86 was praised as a good season. Runners at first and second, now one out. Pitch from Lavelle. And that is a ballpark 83 that's in play. Joe Carter in play 61. It's a fly ball to right field. And that ball is hit to Barfield. And that is out number 2 on an in play. On an in play with a runner on second base, Tabler will hold. He will stay at second. He will stay at second, will not attempt to tag up to third. Why would you? He will score on a single. Two outs for Tony Bernazard. Barfield. Bernazard ready to hit. Runners at first and second. Can Lavelle get out of this little jam? Pitch on the way. Patient 33. That is a walk. And the bases are loaded. So now the Indians have the opportunity. Bases juiced for Chris Bando. And I believe we will see a pinch hitter for Bando. And let's see what we're going to do here. Butch Benton is going to take over at catcher for Bando. He will take over at catcher. but he is not the one coming in to pinch hit. Let's see, got a lefty, right? Coming in to pinch hit will be Andre Thornton. He will come and pinch hit. Had 153 at bats against lefties, and that's what I'm using here. Bases loaded. Andre Thornton, back to Gary Lavelle, and I think we may even see a new pitcher, and we will, as the Blue Jays are going to go ahead and take Lavelle out. They will bring in a right-hander of their own, and they'll bring in Dennis Lamp. Dennis Lamp, 32 years old. 11-0, 3.32 ERA. Dennis Lamp will pitch to Andre Thornton. The Indians will not burn a pinch hitter. They will hit with him. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Lamp against Thornton. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake hoping that Thornton can come through with a hit. Pitch from Lamp. Tough, 89. Definitely not a problem. Ground ball to short. That'll get taken care of easily by Fernandez. And he will throw to first to get Andre Thornton, and that will end the inning. No runs for the Indians. 2 walks, 1 hit. At the end of 7, it's still 2-0 Blue Jays. Timeout. Top of the 8th coming up. Let's see. Jamie Easterly is going to start the inning. He'll pitch to Ernie Witt, who will lead off here for the Blue Jays. Ernie Witt, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. That's a tough 96 fly ball right field, taken care of by, let's see, who's out there? Vukovic, out number 1. Next up is Jesse Barfield, and I still say one of the best players in the Toronto franchise history. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Indians as Jamie Easterly is going to come out, and they'll probably bring in a right-hander. Who are they going to bring in here? Who do they bring in? Let's see. Jeez. Indians are going to go with Vern Rule. He'll come in and pitch. 2-10, 4.32 ERA. 34 years old here in 1985. So Vern Rule will pitch to Jesse Barfield with 1 out. Pitch to Barfield. And we got a tough 73 ground ball to second base, taken care of easily by Bernazard, out number 2. And here's Tony Fernandez. Rule is a long reliever, so he can pitch the rest of the way if necessary. Fernandez is 0 for 2. Pitch from Rule, tough, 24. Base hit, Tony Fernandez. That will be a single. He'll trot down to first. He gets his first hit of the game. A 1-out single now for Damaso Garcia. Fernandez on at first. Still 2-0 Blue Jays. All of the runs were scored in the top of the first inning. Pitch from Rule. That's a tough 50, and it will be a line drive at right to second, but Bernazard will go ahead and make the grab and end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and it still remains 2-0 in favor of the Jays. The Jays originally won this game 9-6. And they're winning this game 2-0. So pitching took a day off historically. It's not taking a day off here. Bottom of the 8th, Brett Butler leads off for the Tribe. as Michael Peterson took advantage of the POP deal, as you should. Lamp will pitch to Butler. This is Lamp's second inning. Pitch to Butler. In play, 34. That's going to be a leadoff base hit for Butler. He will trot down to first on a single. That is Butler's first hit of the game. And now a chance for Julio Franco. Butler does have it. Will not attempt, no steal I don't see for Butler, and nothing from Franco, so it will be a normal play. Butler on at first. Lamp checks, and now the pitch. And that is a tough 59. We got a ground ball to third. Franco's double play rating's a 9. Lamp is a 9. That is a 6. Third base to second base to first base. Twin killing. 2 outs. 2 down. Franco grounds out into the 5-4-3. And now with the bases empty, Brooke Jacoby will take over as the Indians again, as Cleveland Stadium again does a slight stadium groans. Jacoby 0 for 3. Pitch from Lamp. Ballpark 48. That's going to be an in play. In play 10 will be a single for Jacoby. Wow, how big was that double play now? Brooke Jacoby will go to first base as he hits that one into right field. That's the first hit for Jacoby. That was a big, that double play now is huge. As Jacoby does get a single. And now it'll be up to Pat Tabler to keep the inning alive. Jacoby on at first. Lamp trying to get out of the inning with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. A very rapidly ball game. 2-0 as a score. Lamp's pitch to Tabler. That is a tough 55. And it will be a ground ball right back to Lamp. Turns around, tosses it over to first to get Tabler, and that will end the inning. No runs for the Indians. 2 hits. 8 innings in the book. Still 2-0 Jays. Remember, stay tuned for the 10-minute ticker at the end of the game. We go to the top of the 9th. We'll see a new pitcher for the Indians as Vern Rule coming out. The Blue Jays have 3 straight lefties coming up. So coming on for Cleveland will be Brian Clark. 3 wins, 4 losses, C6.632 ERA. They will go with Clark. He'll be on a very short leash. Rance Mullenix leads off for the Blue Jays in this game. Pitch from Clark. And that is a patient 96. And it's going to be a double for Rance Mullenix. Are you kidding? A patient 96 against the lefty? Yes, it is. Mullenix will trot down to second. He has a hit. Smacks that into center field. That's Mullenix's second double of the game. And now Lloyd Mosby comes up. Nobody out. Pitch from Clark. And that is a tough 50. And it will be what we got here, a ground ball to first base. That'll get taken care of easily by Hargrove. Mullenix will go to third, and that's out number 1. Mullenix a run rating of 6, but on a ground ball to first, you're going to make it to you make it to third with no problem. And that puts a big run at third base now for Willie Upshaw. Runner on at third. Indians calling the infield in with 1 out. Upshaw's 0 for 3. Dave Little now joins me here at Cleveland Stadium. Runner at third. Infield in. Clark's pitch. And that is an in-play 22. That will be a base hit by Willie Upshaw. That is a single. Mullenix will come home to score easily. Upshaw to first, and the Blue Jays score their first run since the first inning. And now take a 3-0 lead. That'll be all for Brian Clark. He will come out. The Indians will bring out Tom Waddle. He was pretty much really their closer that year. 8-6, 4.87 ERA. Tom Waddle will come out to pitch to George Bell, the next couple of batters. Now 3-0 Blue Jays. Still one out. Waddle's pitch. And that's an in-play 71. That's a ground ball to second. Bell's double play rating's a 5, so is Waddle is a 5. That is a 7. And the only play is going to be to first base. Willie Upshaw's run rating is an 8. That's higher than the dice roll. I'm going to let him make it to second. The throw to first, Bell is out. As that is a rule, I kind of decided if it's a fielder's choice and the die roll is lower than the base running rating of the base runner on first base, I will allow him to move to second and the throw goes to first. Allows a few more runner advancements. And, of course, in 11 or 12, it's automatic. So that is a ground ball. And now runner at second base, the batter will be Garth Orge, who came in at DH. But now there are 2 outs. Upshaw on its second. Waddle trying to end the inning. Pitch from Waddle. That is a tough 11. Steal right out. Orge will go down. And that will do the inning. 1 run for the Blue Jays on 2 hits. They scored 2 runs at the start of the game, and now they've scored 1 run. It possibly looks like the end of the game. Bottom of the 9th coming up, 3-0 Toronto. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Blue Jays will go to the bullpen and probably bring out the closer. And the closer here will be Bill Caudle. Although, Bill Caudle will come out to pitch. 4-6, 2.99 ERA. Bill Caudle will face Hargrove, Vukovic, and Carter here in the bottom of the 9th. Mike Hargrove, human rain delay. Let's see what he has. That's a 2. And that is a 4. So that's a ballpark. 30. That's definitely going to be a wheelhouse. A wheelhouse. That's a third. That was a 30. That's a ballpark 30. That is in Hargrove's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 62 is a base hit. Wow, Hargrove just got it. Mike Hargrove, a base hit. Leadoff hit for the Indians. And that will put the tying run on deck. What? Did you think my 9th inning would be 1, 2, 3? Here's George Vukovic. Runner on first. Hargrove gets a leadoff. That's Hargrove's first hit of the game. Vukovic is 1 for 3. Pitch from Caudle. Patient 0-3, and he walks Caudle. Here we go. A base hit by Hargrove and a walk to Vukovic. Now the tying run is at the plate for the Indians. Suddenly, Cleveland Stadium on their feet. Here is Joe Carter. And we all know what Carter is known for. Of course, that won't happen for 8 more years. Bill Caudle. Runners at first and second. No one out here. Bottom of the 9th. After further review with Steve Tower joins me now in here for the big finish. Welcome, Steve. An honor to always have you here. Welcome to the Mistake by the Lake. Cardinals pitch. And that is a patient 19. And that's going to be a double for Joe Carter. Carter smacks a big-time double. It's a looping liner to right field. Runners advance 2 bases. Hargrove comes around to score. Vukovic goes to third. Carter to second. It's now 3-1. And the tying run is at second base. And nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. And that's going to be it for Cardinal. The next batter is going to be Tony Bernazard for Cleveland. He will let him bat. And Toronto's going to go with Jim Acker to try to shut this down. Runners at second and third suddenly. A rapidly moving game, but of course, as soon as we get to the 9th inning, everything goes crazy. Blue Jays now lead 3-1. Bernazard now the winning run. Steeler fan now joins me here at Cleveland Stadium for the final finish of this game, possibly. Blue Jays had a 3-0 lead going into the bottom of the 9th. The Indians already have 1 run home, nobody out, runners at second and third. Bernazard, the batter. Here's the pitch from Acker. It's a tough 41. That will be a pop out to second base. Oh, what a play. Pop out to second. Out number 1. Bernazard pops out. The next batter for the Indians is Butch Benton. He took over at catcher when I pinch hit Bando. Butch Benton against righties bats 161, but maybe he can come through. Blue Jays are playing for the infield back. The runner at third doesn't mean anything. Only the runner at second. So the Indians are going to play the infield back, and Butch Benton has to bat because I do not have any other catchers available in this lineup for this game. Runners at second and third. Jim Acker trying to close it. Here's the pitch to Benton. And it is a tough 97. That is a fly ball left field. It is a tough pitch. It's shallow. It will not score Vukovic. 2 outs. It's a tough pitch and all runners hold. And now a chance for Brett Butler. And they will let Jim Acker pitch to Butler because Butler does a little bit worse against righties. Butler is 1 for 4. But now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Remember, 10-minute ticker after the game. Vukovic at third. Carter second. Butler at the plate. Jim Acker trying to close this game. Fans at the Mistake by the Lake are on their feet, hoping for a big play. Here's the pitch. It is a tough 39, and it will be a popped it up in the infield. He popped it up. Second baseman Garcia calling for it. Pats his glove, puts out his glove, and the ball falls into it. The Blue Jays escape the 9th inning. That's your game. Blue Jays win it tonight, 3-1. 1 run on 2 hits. And that is your game as the Blue Jays win it tonight over the Indians, 3-1. Give you a final line score, and then we will do our 10-minute ticker. For the Blue Jays, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For Cleveland, 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. Doyle Alexander does get the win. Keith Creel takes the loss. And Jim Acker is going to get the save. Dennis Lamp does get a hold. And that will do it. So stay tuned as I clean up real first moment, and we will have our 10-minute ticker. Remember, we have Inside Pitch tomorrow morning. It'll be the game number 2 of the 1985 one and gone. San Francisco Giants taking on the Chicago White Sox. It will be Mike Creel taking on Tom Seaver. That should be a lot of fun to play. That should be a good game. Creel was not a bad pitcher. Ten-minute ticker. We are now using the fact cards. You shuffle them and flip. That's day 2. This is day 1. Let's see. We already know Toronto beat Cleveland 3-1. So here we go. Baltimore at Cleveland. That's a 5. That's a win for the California. I'm sorry. Baltimore, California. That's a win for the Orioles. They will win that game 7-0. Chicago White Sox at Kansas City. That is a win for the White Sox. They will win that game 6-1. Minnesota at Milwaukee. That is a 9. Brewers take a win 4-2. New York Yankees at Oakland. That's a 5. That's a win for the Yankees. They take care of them 9-7. Detroit at Seattle. A 6. That's a win for the Tigers. They take out the Mariners 9-2. Boston at Texas. The Rangers come away. Nope. I'm sorry. Boston gets the win. That's an 11. And that's an 11 right there. Boston gets the win 4-2 over Texas. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. That's a 3. Pirates get that win, 8-5. Houston at Chicago Cubs. That is an 8. It's a win for the Cubs. They win that game 7-4. St. Louis at Cincinnati, tomorrow night's game. That's a 9. It's a win for the Reds. Reds shut them out 9-0. San Francisco at Montreal. It's a 7. The Giants actually come away with that win on Montreal. And they win it 9-9 plus 1. They win it 10-9. Los Angeles at New York Mets. That's a 7. It's a win for the Mets. Mets get that win 4-1. San Diego at Philadelphia. The Phillies have been red hot. It's a 9. They continue to be hot. They win that game 4-0. As this completes that schedule block. That block is now done. And we now go to this new block here. I do a quick shuffle for tomorrow, as it already shuffles the cards. Now, May 25. Baltimore at California. That is a 4. The Orioles get that win 4-1. Toronto at Cleveland. That's a 2. Blue Jays will win tomorrow night as well, 6-0. Chicago White Sox at Kansas City. That's an 8. It's a win for the Royals, 8-1. Minnesota at Milwaukee. That's a 3. A win for the Twins, 6-1 over the Brewers. New York Yankees at Oakland. The A's take that game, win it 1-0. Detroit at Seattle. That's an 8. It's a win for the Mariners, 3-2. Boston over Texas. That's an 8. It's a win for the Rangers. Rangers win that game 1-0. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. That's a 10. The Pirates will win that game again. They win that game 9-7. St. Louis at Cincinnati. That's a 6. It's a win for the Cardinals. They win that game 2-0. San Francisco at Montreal. That is a 6. The Expos will get that win 6-5. Los Angeles at New York Mets. It's an 11. It's a win for the Mets. They get that win 5-0 as the Mets get a win over the Dodgers. San Diego taking on Philadelphia. That's a 6. The Padres give the Phillies a rare loss 6-4. The Phillies are a C-grade team, and they lead the National League East. Houston at Chicago Cubs. That's an 8. Cubs win. Take that game 6-5. And that will do it for today's 10-minute ticker. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow we have the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Reds. That is tomorrow's game on Payoff Pitch 85. And that will do it for tonight. So, I want to thank everybody. Steeler fan says rigged. Whatever. Steeler fan, Dave Little, Sports Time Machine, After Further Review with Steve Tower, Bears Dan 007, Salvador America, Michael Peterson, Tribe Fan, CP Cards and Dice TV, Philip Reynolds, Kevin Hayes. Thank you all for joining me tonight. It has been a pleasure as always. Make sure you check out everybody's channels. Of course, Sports Time Machine has Jets and Browns on NFL Challenge Week 2. Also, never forget After Further Review with Steve Tower, one of the top channels on YouTube, but I'd say one of the top channels on the net. One of the reasons why I got into this. So I thank him very much for his support. Thank you all for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, we got some good games. Got an inside pitch. San Francisco at the White Sox. Mike Krukow versus Tom Seaver. Game 2 of the 1985 One and Gone. And, of course, St. Louis at Cincinnati tomorrow night. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. See you later.